go.
All right, gentlemen, 2 minutes.
All right, in for the Dons.
Next, back to our TV division. We'll have the Dons in the white facing off against Aetos in the dark.
I'll read the rosters again. And what I've got, and not everybody's here that's rostered, but I'll call them as I see them. Cap 1, Oren Penning. 1A, Luke Anderson. 1B, Hudson Cooning. 2, Aurelia Kessler. 3, Colin McPhail. 4, Jet Taylor. 5, Diego Dantas. 6, Braylon Exline. 7, Eamon Broom. 8, Max Broom. 9, Hudson Tweed. 10, Kai Reed. 11, Max Arnold. 12, Jack Davis. 13, Cortez Chavez. 14, Jet Fago. 15, Alex Stanton. 16, Grayson Taylor. 17, Ty Barron. 18, Peter Zapala. 19, Lucas McKay. And 20, Don Hernandez. Don's coming off a shootout loss to Mission earlier in the day. La Jolla played Aetos this morning. I think beat them 13-9. I think they were, I don't think it was the final. The Dons and the Whitecaps going right to left to start the first half. And just a gorgeous day here at Santa Margarita Catholic High School. Good day for water polo. Hope you're having a great day wherever you're watching this. I saw the Pepperdine Waves just play South Coast. A high-scoring match before us. I think it was like 23-10 was the final. The Waves victorious in that match. All right, that's the referees indicating time to start this game.
Right, Don, let's line it up.
All right, Don's getting in the water now. So it looks like sprinting will have Jack trailing Eamon, Colin, Hudson in the cage, Max Broom, Hudson Tweed, and Max Arnold. Start for the Dons. Referee's hands are up. And they're off.
And the whistle blows. Our game is about to begin.
And ball drops, and nice sprint one by Jack. Eamon covers it. Don's on offense. Ball's to Max Broom. Up top. Max with it, or exclusion called on the drive. Ball goes down to Eamon. Eamon has it, swings over to one spot. Jack with it. Over to Max Arnold, back to Jack Davis. Or to Max Broom, and Eamon looking for a pop. Up top. That's Max Broom. Oh, Arnold wants it, and nice shot. There it is.
Number 11, Maximus Arnold.
Down strike first. On the 6-5, I think Colin earned down the drive going into set. Don's able to work it around, looking for a pop. Arnold swings into about 6 meters, fires a bullet left side of the cage. All right, Aetos goalie with it off to his left, Eamon defending. Up top, that's Hudson Tweed, Max Broom there. Arnold's there, they go back up top. Max Broom with his arm up, back to the 5 spot. Back up top, and fires it, and skip shot in. Catch and shoot there.
For the goal.
All right, all tied up here with 7:17 remaining in the first. Max Broom with it. Offside live. Max Broom looking left. Running a pick here. Ball goes over to... That's Eamon.
Eamon with the ball at the wing.
He'll swim it in. Up to Max Broom. Back to Eamon. Over to Max. Looking for set. Fires it in. Nice shot. Top shelf.
Max Broom to score. Done by 1.
Max for the score. All right, goalie pops alive. He's off to his left. Jack's there. Gonna set up their offense. Jack's gonna press. You go down line. Max aim in there. Ordinary. Goes up top. He may fire it from there. He shot there last time. Back to the wing. Aim in defending. They swing it. Pops up. Left with it in the center and stolen. Nice. Nice defense there, Max Brun. Nice disciplined center guard action by Colin. Oh, Eamon has it. He's pushing it. And it's
Works in the set.
Ordinary. Eamon with it. Down line. Back to Eamon. Over to Max Brun. Back to Eamon. Oh, trying to get the lob in.
Pulled down by Keeper.
And goalie able to get that. They're countering. Picked up by the Dons. Ball's here on the right side. Hudson defending. They go down line. Arnold there pressing. Ordinary. Up top. Colin.
Picks up the defense in an ordinary on top.
Down to the wing. Max Brun there pressing. Ordinary. Fires it high.
And the shot by Gorman out of play.
Counter ball's in. And we're back on offense. Ball's to Arnold on the left side. Oh, nice feed. And skip shot in. Beautiful entry pass there from Arnold to Jack. Just thread the needle on that pass. Jack's able to get up, skip shot in for the score. All right, Dons take a 2-point lead here with 5:41 and substitutions for the Dons and Aetos. Pause in action here. So on the right side, we'll have Kai Reed and Jack Davis. Left side is Cortez and Max Brun. Hudson at guard. I'm sorry, Jet at guard. Hudson going in the set. Jet Fay going. Goalie with the ball. Looks like they're running a 21 play, so it's going to be to the left. And that's Jack defending Ordinary. There's a drive. Picked up. Ball sails out. Max Brun there. He'll go back and cover center. Back up top. Cortez defending. Nice defense there. And blocked by Hudson, but shot clock expired. Good defense there by Cortez. All right, ball's to Max Brun. He's up to Jet Fagel with it. Jet over to Kai Reed. Looking for set. He's got him. He can go back up top to Jet. Jet's going to go in. He may fire it. And ball's stolen, tipped away from the back. Oh, almost stolen there by Jack. Goalie has it. And counters picked up by the Dons. Okay, off to the left side. Max pressing out there. They go down line. In a set. And scores it. Right, back to a 1-point lead here for the Dons.
Back to a 1-point game. 4:32 in the first.
4.5 remaining here in the first quarter. Looks like we've got a. I can't see who's waiting to come in, but ball's to Jet. I think that's Eamon there. Jet with the ball. He's over to Jack on the right. Back to Jet. Jet with the ball. He goes to Cortez here on the left side. Back up top to Jet. Over to Jack in the set. Makes a move. And earns the exclusion. Oh, Ordinary. And turnover. Looking for Hudson in that set. I think the ball was tipped away by the crashing defender. No call. And we're on defense. Cortez was defending. They go back up top. Swing it over. Hudson there. In the set. Nice crashing defense there by Jack. Good defense by Kai Reed there. Just showing his hands up. Hudson with the ball. All right, he's over to Kai. Kai Reed's got open water. He'll go back up top. Jet Fagel with it. Oh, he wants it. Yeah. Looking right side. All right, 3:35 remaining here in the first. Goalie with the ball. He looks to his right. And Max Bruno will go and defend. Up top, Jack Davis there. Ordinary. Off to the right, left, excuse me, in the Kai. Jet, oh! Yeah, gets the sweep shot from center. Able to score it. All right, substitutions for both squads. All tied up here. 3:19 remaining here in the first. Okay, so on the left we'll have Arnold, and I think that'll be Kai Barron. On the right, it looks like Eamon and I'm not sure. Colin with it now, and I think Max Broom going in the set. Oh, trying to feed it to Max, picked up by the defender. And we're back on defense. He goes down to his right. Arnold defending. Looking for a drive. It's there. They rotate. Back up top. Kai Barron defending. Press no foul. They swing it. I think that's Jet. Nice defense there. Ball skipped away. Nice crashing defense by the Dons. And he feeds it. That's Peter Zapala. Ordinary. Close to him to get that. Up to Eamon. Back to Peter. Over to Eamon. Back to Peter. Oh, there it is. Nice feed. Nice feed there from Peter to Max Bruns. Swimming down that 2-post. Pops up just about 2 meters. Nice catch and shoot there. All right, back to a 1-point lead for the Dons with 2:23 remaining here in the first. Goalie with the ball.
Camera puts it in play. Back to Dwight.
All right, they go way down to the wing. Rotate over to Collins there. And monster block by Hudson. They ran that pick on that 1-2 side. I think they were calling for that play earlier. Able to execute the switch there. Collin able to recover, and Hudson with a monster block. All right, ball's up top. That is Peter defending. They work it over to the right side. Arnold defending. Down to the wing. That's Eamon on this side. And looks like Colin called for exclusion. 5-man for the Dons. Colin will be out for 20 seconds. Aetos sets up their 6-on-5 power play offense. They work it to the left. That's Max there. Arnold. Eamon down to the wing. Looking for a pop. It's not there. And inside the 2 call. Hudson will go and get that.
Send back at full strength with the ball.
All right, he'll feed Colin with the ball.
They'll start playing.
Colin has it. He was down line. Peter with it. And looking for entry pass there. Got tipped away by Aetos and picked up by that defender. And Arnold there. Press no foul. Alright, they're looking for a weak side drive. It's picked up. Lefty with it. And nice defense there by Hudson. And Eamon has it. Back to his goalie. Oh, quickly down. That's Peter with it. Oh, working for Max Brune. Ball undercalled, I think. Turnover. All right, he goes way down to his left. I think it's Colin out there defending. Back up top. Peter's there. Fires it off the right left post. He's got looking for Max on that. Goalie came way out and gets the ball under. All right, now ball's on the left side. I think that's Peter defending. They go over to the right side. Kai Barron pressing there. Down line. Arnold's there. Up top. Back to the wing. Arnold pressing. Back up top. Kai Barron there working in the center. Nice defense there by Eamon. and picks it up to Eamon Max Bruin. Fires it.
That's the end of the first quarter.
All right, Don's up by 1 here after 1. We're back in 2 minutes for the second. Tight game here in the first quarter. So after 1 quarter, Don's up by 1. And we're just jamming here to Saturday night.
Gentlemen, let's go ahead. Second quarter about to begin.
All right, Don's the Whitecaps lining up. Sprinting will be Eamon trailing Jack. Max Bruin, Hudson in the cage. Hudson, Tweed, Cortez, and Colin coming in. All right. Both squads at full strength. Ball's off. Whistle blown. Ball's dropped, and Eamon has it to Jack. Don's on offense to start the second. Jack will swim that in. It's a drive. Jack with it. Up to Colin. Ball slips back. He picks it up. Over to Hudson in the center. Makes a turn and skip shot. Goalie's able to pick that up. Sorry, a sweep shot. Goalie able to pick that up. All right, Don's on defense. Ball's on the right side. He'll swim that in. Max Bruin defending. Jack there. Eamon crashing. Ball's up top. Looking for set. They're gonna work it to the right side. We're gonna drop. That's Max Bruin. This is a drive. He's got inside water. And nice block by Hudson. Popped up there right about 4 meters out. Nice block by our goalie. All right, Hudson with it. He's looking right. He'll go to his left. Hudson to Hudson. Hudson Tweed with it. Down to Max Bruin. Up top, Jack Davis. Back to Max Bruin. Colin in it set. Up top, Jack Davis. Skip shot in. What a thing of beauty. Catches that cross body, fires it in lower right side of the cage. Pushes the Don's lead by to 2 now, so it's 5-3 with 6:43 remaining in the second. High balls with the goalie. They go to the left side, Eamon defending. They're going to swing it back. That's Hudson as they go to the right side. Cortez pressing. Still pressing. Man, there's another drive. They're working for that 1-2 drive. Oh, they're going to run a 3 drive. Good defense there by Cortez. No foul. Ball's up top. Jack defending. Ordinary. We have 8 on the shot clock. We go to left, Amen there. Ordinary. He's inside. He fires it in. So we'll have to double check the rule that I forget how that works. I guess even though he was fouled, he can swim outside and able to pop up and score. That's a good rule. At least the shot happens outside that 6-meter spot. But back to a 1-point lead for now for the Dons. Jack Davis with it on the right side. He's got open water. Running a pick here to set Colin up for on the 3 post. Eamon with it. Back to Jack. Working for Colin. Back to Eamon. He's up to Jack. In the set. And kicks it over to Eamon. Eamon will pop up. And fires it. And blocked by the goalie. Looking for that near side. Goalie had it. All right, 5:45 remaining here in the half. They go way down on the left side. Eamon there. Back up top. They go to the point. That's Max Bruin defending. Colin there. He likes the shot from out there. Max Bruin looking for a foul. And skip shot in. All right, we're all tied up. Kind of sidearmed it out there from about 8 meters out. I went cross cage on that. Tie ball game, 5:24 remaining here in the half. Right into the Dons, it's Eamon, Jack on the right side, Cortez and Colin on the left, and Max and Hudson. Right, Jack with it to Max Bruin. Over to Hudson, makes a turn. Ordinary. Hudson, there's a drive. It's picked up. Cortez driving up top. Ball undercalled. And ball's picked up by Aetos. And ball skips away. Looking for the sprinter there on the left side. Picked up. And Hudson Koonings to Colin. Goes weak. Oh, just a little bit high on that. Hudson with it. Up top, Cortez. He's got open water. He's over to Eamon in a set. And there's the exclusion. Earns a 5-meter. Nice entry there. And Jack able to make that turn, get the inside water, earn the penalty shot. It'll be Max Bruin with the attempt.
Max Bruin will line up for that shot.
And blocked.
On the rebound. Aetos on the ball.
High ball's off to the left side. Jack defending Ordinary. Back up top, Hudson defending. They're working to the right side. Cortez, they're looking for a quick move into center. It's picked up. Cortez there. Hudson defending up top. They go down to the wing. Colin there. Colin pressing up top. Cortez. 5 on the shot clock. Cortez. And Eamon steals it.
Yeah! That's a foul.
Yeah, 5-meter.
Nice, River.
Yeah. And it'll be Jack Davis with the 5-meter try. Oh, nice shot off the left post. Does an extra spin, gets in the back of the cage. All right, it's back to a 1-point lead here for the Dons with 4:01 remaining. And lineup changes for both squads. Right in for the Dons on the left side, we'll have Arnold and Kai Barron. On the right side, we have Jack Davis and I believe that's Peter. At center, looks like Kai Reed and Jet Fago. Aetos goalie with the ball.
And we had a buzzer. We had 20 seconds to clock, and we had.
Oh, nice steal there.
We had a 5-meter.
And Nice heads-up play by Peter. Intercepted that. Back to Hudson countering. He'll go up to Arnold. Arnold with it. He's gonna walk that in. He's down to Kai Barron. It's Arnold.
Pass goes in, runs into traffic,
And looking for Jack.
and ball.
No call and turnover.
Orso coming up with it.
And looks like a kick a little bit high on against Jack, and ball's awarded to the Dons. Kai Barron with it. We have an
Ball
exclusion.
out, please. The yellow card to the Aetos coach.
All right, Kai Barron with it. Feeds him.
They feed it Arnold.
Looking for the drive.
Comes out for the
I
takeover.
think just never had possession of the ball, so no call.
Back with the ball.
Right, ball's to the right.
Then we have an exclusion.
Looks like exclusion called on Peter. Oh, and a block by Hudson. Oh, he's got Jack.
Davis in the dashboard.
Nice. Pump, pump, pump.
12, Jack Davis.
Huge block by Hudson, and nice heads-up play there by Jack.
Dons by
Counters quickly, gets the goalie, pump, pump, and fires it in for the score. Back to a 2-point lead for the Dons. At least, yeah, with 2:53. All right, goalie pops alive. So they're gonna wait till about 20, then they're gonna run their pick. All right, ball goes to the right side. Arnold there, he's got inside water. Nicely done. Player never had possession of the ball, it got tipped away, and Hudson able to have it. Over to Arnold.
Wheels the ball in.
Arnold with it. And shoots wide.
2:15 on the clock.
Back on defense. 2-point lead here by the Dons. Off to the right side. Kai Barron there. He'll press. Oh, tipped away almost by Peter. He'll go down the wing. Fires it cross cage for the score.
With the goal. And we're back to a 1-point game.
All right, John Brun, what's the score?
Left in half.
All right, 1-point lead here for the Dons. 2:03 remaining here in the half. Lineup change. Substitutions for both squads. On the right side, looks like we'll have Eamon and I think that's 15. Cap 15, Alex Stanton. That's Max Broom, pops alive. He's over to Eamon. Press no foul. Up top to Max. Bruin with it. Ordinary. Swings it over to Cortez. We're going to set up down line. Hudson with it. Back to Cortez. In a set. And earns the 5-meter. Inside water. Got yanked.
Then we have a penalty.
And
Yellow
Cortez.
card to player 12, Dark.
Come on, Aetos, stay in it. Just stay in it.
Cortez with a 5-meter try. And skip shot in.
Cortez shot in.
Back to a 2-point lead for the Dons with 1:43 remaining in the half. If you can make that turn, get inside water, the refs here will award a 5-meter. All right, balls to the right side with an exclusion.
You're on 7.
Oh, what a block! And Hudson, and nice recovery there by Cortez. Oh. That ball's to, I think that's Alex, over to Hudson. Swings it over to Cortez. Oh, looking for the shot. Skip shot high off the top crossbar.
Aetos back on the ball.
All right, he's got him. Oh, great defense there by Hudson. Fires it and fires it wide. And picked up by Hudson. Wow, great recovery defense there by the Dons, and lucked out there. I think coach wants to slow it down a little bit, so we have a back and forth here. All right, balls to Hudson. Hudson to Colin. Colin with it, working for Boone in that, Max Boone in that set. Colin with it, up to Hudson. Back to Colin. Oh, no look, skip shot. Nasty. What a shot there, Colin. Kind of sidearms it in. No look. Right side of the cage. All right, Don's pushing to a 3-point lead here with 38 seconds remaining in the half. And substitutions for both squads. On the left side, we'll have that's Kai Barron and Max Arnold, Eamon and Peter on the right side, Kai Reed and Jet at set guard. All right, balls to the goalie. And they'll usually wait until about 20, then they'll run their pick. Oh, they go early here. They go down to the left side, Eamon defending. So press no foul. Oh, ordinary. Back up, almost tipped away there by Arnold. Good defense. Go down to the wing. Kai Barron there. Up top. Ordinary.
And we have an exclusion on 18.
Could be a 5-man for the Dons. They've got 14. They're going to play for the last shot here. Ball's up top. They go down to the left wing. Back up top to the point. Looking for a pop. It's not there. Eamon defending. Fires it. Bar down. Nice shot.
Number 10, Ritter Hart with the score.
Got a little bit of a sidearm whip shot on that one. All right, 4 seconds remaining in the half. 2-point advantage for the Dons. All right, Hudson will pop it live.
Fires the final shot.
And that's the half. So after 2, Dons up by 2. We're back in 3 minutes for the third. for the Dons to start the third quarter. It looks like it'll be Arnold sprinting. I believe Hudson trailing. Max Broom, Colin, Jack, and Aiden. Ball's dropped and nice sprint won by the Dons. Max Arnold wins it. Ball's to Colin. Colin to Jack. Jack up to Hudson. Working for set. Max Broom in at set. Hudson there. He'll go back up top to Colin. Colin with it. The drive. We'll swing it over to Arnold. Up to Eamon. Makes it into. Nicely done. Great feed from Hudson to Eamon. Nice entry there. As Max was making a turn, comes right to him, able to pop out and score. That precision play puts the Dons up by 3 here. 7:31 remaining. Ball's off to the left side. Eamon pressing. Press no foul. Back up top. The point. That's Max Broom defending. Down right side. Arnold there. We're pressing. It's a drive. It's picked up. Running a 2-post there. Ordinary. Jack Davis defending. 9 on the shot clock. They go up top. Max Broom pressing. In the set. And nice defense there by Colin. Hits the elbow. Prevents the shot attempt. And Hudson with the ball. Back on offense here. Hudson up to Colin on the left side. He goes down line. Arnold with it. Looking for a drive. It's picked up. Ordinary. Arnold back to Colin on the left side. Ooh, hard foul. Jack there.
That's a kick out.
Jack with it over to Arnold. Down line. Ordinary. There's a drive. And a push-off called. And they have numbers. Don's picking up on defense. Goalie with it. They go way down. Ball skips away. Eamon going to press. Ordinary. They go up top. Max Broom pressing. Working around. Hudson there. In the set. Kicks it back out.
Feeds it over. Harcher.
Arnold defending. And earns a 5-meter. Popped up. And Arnold called for the penalty. 5-meter try for Aetos at 6:11 remaining here in the third. Oh, what a block! And balls to Colin. Huge block. Balls to Jack. Be careful here because they're cherry picking. Jack with the ball. He works it to Colin. Colin back to Jack. He goes down to Eamon. Nice feed into Hudson. I'm sorry, into Max Broom. Broom to Broom on that one. All right, we're up to a 4-point lead here for the Dons. Aetos goalie pops alive. He's going to hold it for another couple seconds, and they're going to run their pick. All right, Eamon there. Colin pressing. They go back up top. Eamon there. Work it to the right side. Lefty with it, back up top. And Jack Davis there now defending. Fires it and able to make it in. Cross cage. Lower left side of the cage.
Let's go for Robin!
Yeah, Aetos has been successful in that part of the cage on that shot from the 4 spot. Looks like a substitution for Aetos. In for the Dons on the left side, we'll have Colin and Arnold, Max and Hudson, and then Jack with the ball down to Eamon. Back up top to Jack. Working the right side, working for McPhailin at set. Eamon there. Looking for a drive, it's picked up. Back up top. Oh, over to Max Bruin. He wants it. Nice shot. Yeah, Jack got a little knock in the face there, but able to kick it over to Max Bruin for the score.
It is 5th goal of the game.
Yeah, that's 5th for Max. Back to a 4-point lead here for the Dons with 5:05 remaining. The goalie pops it live. And they're gonna run their pick. Run that kind of delayed set play. Ball's down at the wing, back up top. That's Hudson defending. Colin there pressing. Up top, Hudson pressing out there. Eamon there. Ordinary. Oh, nice tip away by Colin. 3 on the shot clock. Oh, oof. Looking for that redirect on the 2 post. Ball sails wide. A nice idea on that one. Oof. Don's dodged a bullet there. All right, ball's to Arnold. Swings it over to Hudson. Oh, yeah! Had enough wasabi on that one. Bounces off the goalie's chest. Gets in the cage for the score. All right, Don's jumped to a 5-point lead here with 4:27 remaining in the third. Bless you. And lineup change for the Dons.
Jason, we're gonna have to work on your eyesight. It's okay,
So we've got Jack and Peter in on the right side.
As you zoom play, Greenfield opens it up.
Sorry guys, let me see here. Ball's down to the wing. Jack, oh, fires in cross cage. Yeah, Aetos has been living off the cross cage scores here against the Dons. 4-point lead here for the Dons with 4:16 remaining. So in for the Dons on the right side, it's Jack and Peter. On the left side is Kai, Reed, and Cortez. Max Bruin going into set, and guard we have Jet Fago. Ball's to Jack on the right side. He'll swim that in. Working for run a pick. Down line to Peter, working for Cortez. Back up top to Jack. Back to Cortez, working for, Cortez in the center, and ball's tipped away. Peter there with the attempt pass, looking for Cortez. Defender tipped that away to the goalie. We're back on defense. 3:50 remaining in the third. All right, ball's to the right side, and nice steal by Max. He's powering through and fires it in. Looked up, he saw Cortez and Jet there, but they were guarded there. And Max pops up about 6 meters out, fires a bullet. And as the announcer here said, that's his 6-pack. All right, we're at a 5-point lead for the Dons. Goalie with the ball. All right, ball's off to the left side. That's Peter defending, pressing out there. And work it over to the right. Kai Barron, ordinary, lefty with it down at the wing. Looking for a drive, it's picked up. They go back up top. Kai Barron there, down to the wing. Kai and Kai on that right side. In the set, ball skips away. Nice defense there by Jet Fago, able to quickly give it back to his goalie. All right, Hudson with it. Oh, he's got Peter. Peter's looking for a drive. He's got open water. He'll swim it in. Looking for Jack in its set. It's picked up. Over to Kyrie in the set. And ball under called. All right, ball with the goalie. All right, 2:54 remaining here in the third. Ball's to the right. Kyrie defended there. Up top, Kai Barron over crashing by Jack. Down to the wing. Up top, that's Peter defending. Cortez pressing there, arm up, in the set. And exclusion called on, I think it was Jet.
14 wide on exclusion.
And 5-man for the Dons, 20 seconds on the exclusion. Ball's to the one, back up top. Peter there, they work it over to the 6 wing, it's 6 out. And back up to the point, back to the lefty. Back up to the point. looking for a pop. He's fired before, and nice field block. And recovered there by Aetos. And Peter defending. And we're at full strength. And they've got 11 on the shot clock. Oh, lefty with it, catch and shoot.
Pushing Aetos!
A little confusion there by the Dons on that.
And a yellow card to the Dons coach.
All right, ball's with Jet, and we have 2 minutes to go in the third. All right, ball's up to Cortez. So it was a yellow card on Tommy. I'm not sure what that was for. Peter's there. Oh, he's got him. Oh! And Jack able to maintain control of that pass. Was tipped to Jack, but Jack able to grab it off the deflected pass and scores it. Just like that. Back to a 5-point lead. 1:53 remaining. Goalie with the ball. All right, he's off to the left side. That's Peter defending. They go down to the wing, and ball skips over. Counter ball's in. And we're countering. It's picked up. Oh, we've got Jack going down the center. He's going to feed Cortez. Or nope, he'll feed Peter. Just a little bit outside there. Ball skips away. Back up top. That's 14. That's Jeff Fago, sorry. Ordinary. Kai Reed with it. Ordinary. Kai Barron. Just want to get that. 10 on the shot clock. Up to Kai Reed. He may have to pop up and fire it.
Goalie's out! Goalie's out!
And we'll just dump it away. Well, you'll soon get that. And timeout called by Aetos. We got 1:10 remaining here in the third. 5-point lead for the Dons. We're back in a minute. So after the timeout, we'll have 1:10 remaining in the third.
Back on our timeout. Both teams are full strength. 10 left in the third.
There were some substitutions. So we've got Alex and Eamon on the right side there. They're running their pick. They go down to the wing. That's Max Boone defending. Back up top. That's Hudson defending in a set. And exclusion called on Colin in a 5-man for the Dons. 20 seconds on the advantage. Hudson there, working around up top. They're going to rotate. Lefty with it. They've shot from that spot before, cross cage, last couple times, looking for a pop. It's not there. Up top. He fires it. And this time it goes near side. Excuse me. With the skip shot. Again, another kind of interesting kind of whips his shot there. Everybody thinking cross cage, goes near side with the skip shot. At least I was thinking cross cage. Aetos chipping away here, 4-point lead. Dons are going to play for probably their last shot here. Eamon with the ball. Eamon has it. Up top to Max. Over to Eamon. Working for Colin in its set. Goes down to Alex. Alex with the ball. Looking for a drive. And looks for the shot. And blocked. Alex with the attempt. Yeah, Don's setting up that play for Alex. Might be a 7-on-6 here. Goalie's going to come. And the ball just sits right at the lane. It's right at the line. I think it actually went in. That would have been hilarious if it would have just stayed there. I mean, it kind of is just staying right at the...
Their fans are saying, hey, do a cannonball, you know, push it away.
Seriously, somebody. Yes, she'll take this spot, yeah. This is the nice money spot here for filming. The sun, yeah. I even have this little thing too. They have your information.
Oh, that's oh, hey, man, just say hey, you. And I'm like, yes, I do.
All right, 8 minutes remaining here in regulation.
Get ready to start the fourth. Rhonda Davis racing off
I
again.
believe that'll be Cortez sprinting, Kyrie trailing Colin in, Hudson in the cage, Max Broom, Peter, and Eamon. Ball's dropped, and sprint won by Aetos. Don's on defense. Colin defending up top, pressing. Eamon there, ordinary. Cortez pressing out there. Down line. Kind of in the center. And earns the solution. I'm sorry, earns the 5 meter. Got the made the turn, got inside water. Let's see. Hudson had a nice block. The earlier one. Sorry, guys.
My American sister that had the daughter, the puppy cannot even go anywhere yet because it doesn't have it's like not even 3 months old. So
And skip shot in. Over cross cage, skip shot in. All right, congrats. That's a 3-point lead for the Dons. Max Broom pops alive. Over to Eamon, ordinary. Up to Max. Over to Eamon. Goes down line. Peter with it. Lefty and lefty here on the 4-5 spot. Up to Eamon. Looking for a drive. It's picked up. Up to Max. Over to Eamon. Back to Peter. Oh, he had that near side. And shot going cross cage. Goalie able to block that off his right bicep. We're back on defense. All right, balls to the right. That'll be Kyrie pressing out there. They go weak. And Peter will press. They're running 4 at the 2 meter spot. That's Max defending Kyrie up top, pressing. They work it to the right. Lefty with it. Colin there. And nice crashing defense there by Kai Reed. Prevents the shot attempt. Hudson with the ball. Ball's up to Cortez. He's got Eamon. Down to Peter. Looking for a drive. Up to Eamon. He might have to pop up and fire it. Oh, skip shot looking for the drive there by Cortez. Just a little too much on that entry pass. Skips away. Goalie's able to grab it. All right, 6:07 remaining here in the fourth. Ball to the right. They swing it over to the left side. Peter will go back and support. Down to the wing. Fires it. And nice. Hudson just gobbles that up. Oh, we've got numbers here. 4-on-3. Let's push it. He's got Peter. He's looking weak. It's picked up. Over to Eamon. Exclusion. 6-on-5 power play. Smart play there by Eamon. And timeout called.
Young Rich. You know, so we really never had no old man. We got a whole lot of new money. Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking, no hot pot. When you big shit, that. Cooking up from the crock pot. We came from nothing to something. I don't trust nobody, grip the trigger. Nobody, all of the gang and they come and get it. I mean, you really can't do it. Cooking up with a booty. My niggas are savage. We got 30 and 100 rounds too. Bad bush, cooking up with a booty. My niggas are savage. We got 30 and 100 rounds too. My diamonds are chosen. Holding the power, no holster. With the ruler, diamond cool. This a rolling out of
Indication, time to get back to action. Dons will be on a power play. The full 20-second shot clock. And we have 5:37 remaining in the game. In for the Dons on the right side, we'll have Eamon and Peter. And we'll have Jet, Max, Brune, Cortez, and Kai Barron. All right, ball's up top to Eamon. Over to Peter. Over to Kai. Max Brune. Over to Eamon. Back to Max. Down to Kai. Back to Max. Over to Eamon. And shot by Eamon. And again, it's good disciplined play there by those post players, the 2 and 3 posts that did not get inside the 2 meter. Referees were looking for that. All right, balls pop live. Back to a 4-point lead for the Dons with 5:15 remaining in the game. All right, they're running their pick. They go down to the 1 spot. Double teams. Jet there, Eamon defending. Back to the wing. Jet defending. Back up top, Eamon. Kai Barron there, pressing out. Cortez pressing, down to the wing now. Variety with it. And blocks it. A new shot clock though, and almost there by Jet. Ball's retained by Aetos. Ordinary. Yeah. So Aetos with the ball. So it'll be a 20 on the shot clock, not a full 30. Okay, ball's up top now. Kai Barron defending. Working to the right, almost stolen there by Kai. Sorry, that's Kai Barron. Out of the wing, Cortez there in the set. And ball under. Oh, contra foul. I think it was a ball under. But anyhow, No goal. Hudson over to, that's Peter with it. Peter up to Eamon. Looking for a drive, it's picked up. Over to Jet. To Kai Barron. And we're gonna set up. Jet with the ball. Over to Eamon, looking for a set. Skip shot high. Got the goalie thinking it was an entry pass. Just skips high over the cage. Goalie with it. Off to the right. He goes down line. Kai Barron there prevents the inside turn. Ordinary. Good defensive stand there. Up top, that's Max Broom defending. Jet Fago there. Oh, nice entry pass. And exclusion called. No 5 meters since he never had possession. And it's 5 men for the Dons. They work around up top. There's the shoot they want, the shot they want. And it was near side, but shoots wide, about half a meter wide. And timeout called. Not sure if this is a full timeout or a 30.
Really?
Lots of players in the pool right now.
All right, gentlemen, you're not in the game. Let's stay in the other lanes, please.
All right, so after the timeout for the Dons, looks like Alex and Kyrie, Jack and Jet Fago on the left side.
And we're back underway.
Jet with the ball. Over to Alex, working for Jack Davis in that set. That's Kai Reed. Up top to Alex. Back to Kai. Over to Alex. Skip shot. Oh! Hits the right post, bar out. High balls to the right side. That's Arnold defending. So it's Arnold and Hudson on the right side. They go down the left. Alex defending. Making a turn. Oh, nice defense there by Jet. And Hudson picks it up. Hudson has it. Great defensive stand there. High balls to Hudson. Down line to Arnold. Back up to Hudson. He's going to swim that in. And skip shot in. Nice. Hudson with the score.
We did.
I have 5-point lead here with 2.5 remaining. Back to the goalie. Ball to the left side. Kai Reed there, pressing. They go up top. That's Jack Davis pressing out. Ordinary. They go down to the wing. And wow, lefty. It's cross cage. Skip shot. Able to sneak that one in there. Cross cage. And it hits the side netting. Jack to Jet. Jet with the ball over to Hudson. Stay on the 2 spot. Working for Jack in its set. He'll go over to Kai. Kai Reed with it. Up to Jet. Hudson. Exclusion earned by Jack. 5 men for the Dons. We're going to set up. And looks like
Ball turns over.
contra foul. Looks like Jack's going to be out for 20 seconds. And looks like it'll be Kyrie out for 20 seconds. So he has 6 on 4 for Aetos. Oh, and he shoots wide. My goodness.
Back to the ball. Back to full strength.
4 on 6 here. Kai Barron with it.
Like, we chose it's like they have lessons, they get very, no.
So that's Kyrie. And they're cherry picking. Some of them go a little bit wider here.
And it was like,
And shoots at the buzzer. Wow, after all that, no goals. All right, 1:27 remaining here in the game. Balls to the left side. Kyrie innocent. Exclusion called on Hudson. And timeout.
and it was very good.
I think we've had like 5 exclusions in the past 20 seconds. All right, we're back in a minute after Aetos calls a timeout.
As we come back from our timeout, Aetos with the player advantage. 1:20 left in the board.
Yeah, power play for Aetos. Balls
Start up the green.
up top, down on the wing. Alex defending. Kai defending.
Hard on top.
Arnold there.
Davis.
Work over to lefty. He shot cross cage last time. That's the shooter there as well. Oh, a nice field block.
Don still on.
Arnold with a huge block.
Full strength.
He's got
Disconnects.
Hudson coming in. We're going to slow it down.
Coming to our final minute. Final minute of the
I'm going to
game.
go a little bit wider here. Hudson with it. Ordinary foul. Hudson with it. He's gonna dump it over to Arnold.
And the ball down. Arnold.
Ordinary. And he'll just kick it over. Oh, ball's out of play.
Ball's out.
Counter ball's in.
37 on the clock. Aetos with the ball.
Also to the right, Arnold defending up top. That's Kai. Off to the right. Fires it. Oh, blocks it. Oh, a nice block by Hudson. Watch the submarine. Nope, not there. Balls to Hudson, and that's
Kyrie with the ball.
that's Kai with it. So down to Arnold. He'll just fire it in.
Fires on the empty net to the goal. 11. Back to the zone.
With 2 seconds remaining. So that's game tomorrow. I think we're playing Newport at 3 p.m. Until then, have a great rest of the day.